Hello, good day, students. So we are having our lesson again for Mathematics 7, and this is entitled Operations and Sets, and that is module number 2. Module number 2. So as you know, we are using the module created by Region 10. So at the end of our lesson, you'll be able to 1. Define and describe the different set operations. 2. Perform set operations. 3. Represent the set operations using the Venn diagram. Our learning competency is to illustrate union, intersection, and difference of sets. Okay, so I believe that you have already taken our module number 2 because we are now approaching our week number 4. So I believe you have answered our pre-tests 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't worry, you can go back on this after. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. So our lesson number 1 is the union and intersection of sets. So before we proceed, we have an activity here. It's entitled Arrange Me. Okay, so there will be a set of questions and there will be jumbled letters, and you're going to identify what word will be created. So meron tayong 10 numbers. So the first question is, it is a well-defined collection of distinct objects, and that is our example. And the answer is set. Number 2, it is the set of all possible elements of any set. 3, a set with no element. 4, the set that contain, or two sets that contain the same number of elements. Number 5, it is a diagram that makes use of geometric shapes to show relationships between sets. And 6, these are sets with a defined number of elements. 7, this is a method describing a set by listing each element of the set inside the symbol. 8, two sets that contain the same elements. 9, these are sets having no element in common. And 10, it is a method of describing a set in words. So, alam nyo ba yung mga sagot doon sa 10 na statements na yun? So, good luck. So, let's proceed. So, we have here two figures. So, notice, mapapansin ninyo, that in figure number 1, the objects in box C are the objects from box A and box B. So nakikita ninyo na yung mga objects na nasa loob ng box C ay makikita natin sa box A and box B. If you combine the objects from box A and box B, the result is box C. So tingnan ninyong mabuti. In box C, there is no repetition of object. Ibig sabihin ay walang inuulit na mga objects. Okay, so we have 6 objects in box C. Okay, notice that in box A at saka box B, merong parehong object. But in box C ay isang beses lang siya nandoon, or in-include. Okay, so it means that there's no repetition. So on the other hand, we have the figure 2. So So the figure 2 illustrates that box F is just a result if you get the common object from box D and E. So makikita nyo sa box D, merong 4 na object, and in box E may 3 object. At may common object na pentagon. So therefore, in sets, combining the elements without repetition is called the union of sets. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang mga elements sa loob ng set ay magkapareho, okay, so we call that as the union of sets. Okay? So we combine them, and that is in figure 1. While getting the common element is called intersection of sets. So, pag na-identify natin yung isa or iilan sa mga element na magkapareho ang both sets, therefore it is called the intersection of sets. So these two are called the basic set operations. Okay. So sa ating lesson, we have 4 basic operations. So alam natin that we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of numbers. In sets, we also have 4 basic set operations. In this lesson, we will only discuss the first 2 operations, namely the union and the intersection of sets. The last 2 operations will be discussed in our next lesson. So here we have the basic set operations. We begin with the union of sets. So makikita natin that A inside the box, tapos may U, and then B. So U meaning, it's not the universal here, but it means a union of sets. Okay? So sa meaning yan, we have the set of elements that belongs to set A or set B or both. So, lahat daw ng mga elements na nakalakip sa A or set A at saka sa set B. So, makikita natin sa Venn diagram that there is a shaded part. Okay? So, that shaded part is called the union. So, yung black na part, yan ang union ng set. So, example, we have set A with the elements 2, 3, and 4. And in set B, we have elements 3, 4, and 5. So it means that if A or A union B is equal to the elements 2, 3, 4, and 5. So napapansin ninyo, 4 ng elements ang makikita natin sa union ng A at saka B. At mapapansin rin ninyo that the 3 or the element 3 was not listed or written twice. So there's no repetition. Okay, so list all the elements in set A and all of the elements in set B. So if an element is in both sets, we list it only once. So yun. So hindi siya pwedeng isulat ulit. Okay, so yan ang union ng ating set. So para maging uniform yung ating pagsulat, we will arrange it in increasing order. So it means that if alphabet siya, so letter A up to Z. Kung number naman, from number 1 to the highest or the higher number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay? So kung may questions man tayo sa previous na na-discuss, we can go back or rewind or what they call that sa ating ngayon na term, refresh or rewind. Okay, so you can understand if you don't have or if you have difficulties. Okay, so let's go to the second symbol. So U siya na baliktad. So what does it mean? It is read as A intersection B. So what is an intersection of sets? The set of elements belongs to both A and B. So yung mga elements daw ay or elements ay makikita natin sa dalawang set or higit pa na sets. So the set of common elements in A and B. So tatandaan lang natin pag intersection, yun yung common na element na makikita natin. Okay? So union ay we will unite. Okay, from the word unite, union. So yan. Pag intersection, makikita natin dito sa Venn diagram that there's a shaded part here. So that is the intersection. Okay, intersection of the sets. So we have the examples here. Set A has the elements 2, 3, and 4, while B has the elements 3, 4, and 5. So ano makikita nyo dyan? Okay? So, pag kukunin natin ang intersection ng A at saka B, therefore, we have 3 and 4 because they are the common elements. So makikita natin that tigtatlo or tigtatatlo yung mga elements ng ating set A and B. And you notice that the common elements that we have there, yung pareho sila ng elements sa loob. We have the number 3 at saka number 4. So, ano nangyari kay 2 at saka 5? So, hindi siya common sa kanila. Dahil si 2 ay makikita lang sa A, while si B naman, nandyan si 5. Okay? So, madali lang, di ba? So, the union and the intersection. Okay, so next. So, we have the second example. So, makita natin sa Venn diagram, tatlo na siya na circle, or circles rather. So, we have set A, B, and C. So, we're going to, so the elements of A are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. While in set B, we have 2, 4, and 6. And in set C, we have 1, 3, and 5. Okay. So, meron siyang ellipses, pero we will focus muna on 1, 3, and 5. So, as we all know, pag may ellipses siya, it's more than 5. So, it's infinite. Okay? So, we are to find A intersection C, B intersection C. So, anong answer natin sa A intersection C? So, titingnan natin yung element ng set ng A at saka C. So, ano ang common element sa kanila? So, we have 1, 3, and 5. Okay? And also, for letter D, we have B intersection C. So, dalawang set ang titingnan natin. So, we have B, 2, 4, and 6, at saka C, 1, 3, and, B and C rather. So, C, we have 1, 3, and 5. So, ibig sabihin, we are going to find the common element kasi intersection, di ba? Okay, so kung makikita natin that wala siyang common element. So, therefore, anong tawag dito? So, these are two braces. Pero anong tawag dyan? So, it is an empty or a null set. So, we can have a symbol like this or two braces like this. It means empty siya or wala siyang laman. Dahil walang element na magkapareho na makikita natin sa set B at saka sa set C. Okay? Alright. So, further, we have here examples, no? Para mas maintindihan ninyo ang ibig sabihin. So, apat ang hahanapin natin. So, A intersection C, A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection B intersection C. So, kung ililista natin or isusulat natin yung mga numbers sa loob ng mga set, so A, makikita natin meron siyang 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. So, pwede siyang nagka-rumble, no? Or hindi siya in order. Sa letter B naman, we have elements 1, 2, and 6. And in set C, we have elements 1, 3, and 5. So, I think you can see the pattern here. Okay, but anyway, let's explain. So, for letter A intersection C. So, meron ditong naka-red na rectangle. So, ito yung example, ito yung yan, no? So, para mas maklaro sa inyo. So, ang hahanapin daw natin is ang A intersection C. So, ano ang mga elements na common sa A at makikita rin sa C? So, we notice na si A, meron siyang 1, 3, and 5, while si C naman, yun yung, yes, we have 1, 3, and 5. So, ibig sabihin, isusulat natin dito sa, this will be the shaded part, okay? So, that is the common elements of A and C. So, 1, 3, and 5. Sir, paano na si 2, 4, and 6? So, wala siya dyan sa C, okay? So, nasa labas lang siya ng shaded part, okay? So, that is the answer for A intersection C are the elements 1, 3, and 5. Okay, let's go to letter B. A intersection B. So, si A, ito yung element, saka si B, ito rin, 2, 1, 6. Ano ang common sa kanila? So, makikita natin that si A, meron siyang 2, 1, at saka 6. And si B naman, meron siyang 2, 1, and 6. So, ibig sabihin, we will put it here inside this shaded part. So, dapat may shade ito. Okay? So, wala na siyang extra elements kasi tatlo lang ang nakasulat. Okay? So, makikita natin that ano yung elements, itong mga elements na itong tatlong ito, 1, 2, and 6, ay makikita natin sa dalawang sets. Okay? So, that is the intersection of A and B. Next, letter C, B intersection C. So, ang given ng B, ito yung 2, 1, at 6, and then C is 3, 1, and 5. Okay, so makikita natin that both of them, both the sets B and C, meron siyang element na 1. Therefore, ang isusulat natin dito, ang common sa kanila ay 1. Okay? So, parang makikita nyo na ang pattern, di ba? So, madali lang. Okay, so, let's go to the last one. We have A intersection B intersection C. So, tatlong sets. May intersection ba? Yes, meron. And that is the element 1. So makikita natin even not just by looking here in this Venn diagram, kung makikita natin sa elements dito sa set natin A, B, and C, si number 1 ang present sa tatlo. Okay? So kung kung i-draw natin siya into a Venn diagram, ito yung kanyang forma. So, 1 is inside the yung 3 circles na nag-collide, nag-intersect into an element 1. Okay, so present si 1 sa lahat ng sets rather. So, si 4, dyan lang siya sa labas kasi wala siyang common with other sets. While si 2 at 6 ay common sa A and B. So, A and B, di ba? Makikita mo si 6 at saka si 2. Okay, and also A and C, we have 1, 3, and 5. So, common din sa kanila. Okay? So, wala na silang ibang elements. Tatlo lang C, set B, at saka set C. So, did you understand that? Okay? Alright. So, we have more examples here. So, the given is X is equal to the elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. While Y has 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. And Z has 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, and 16. So, number 1, we have to find X union Y. Union, di ba, pagsasama-samahin siya. Okay, so hindi common. So, number 2 is Y intersection Z. And then 3 is X union Z intersection Y. And then 4 is Y intersection X. And then union, inside an open close parenthesis, meaning multiply siya, no? So, makikita natin yung solution mamaya. Union Z. So, for number 1, solution. So, X union Y. So, makikita natin that si X, itong mga elements ni X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, nandyan siya lahat. And also, for Y, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So, may 5 elements si Y. So, first, list the given elements. So, ito yung unang step. Isusulat natin yung mga elements ng dalawang set. And then, after that, we are going to combine them. So, 2, wala siyang kapareha. So, susulat siya. 3, wala. 4, 6, 6, dalawa ang 6. Pero isa lang ang ating susulat. And then 8, isa lang. So, 9, isa lang din. 10, isa lang. 12, whereas 12, dalawa silang may 12. So, isa lang ang isusulat natin, and 15. So, now, we got the union of X and Y. So, combining the two, we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elements. Okay? So, may inulat na number, and that is number 6. Okay? And 12. Alright, so that's number 1. Number 2, Y intersection Z. So, yun yung given kanina. Ibalik natin yung given. So, yan yung given. Taas. So, ito yung nilista first. And then, ang hahanapin natin ay intersection. So, may mga number ba na common sa Y at saka sa Z? So, take note, there is no common element. Ibig sabihin, walang number sila na magkapareho. Kaya, ang answer natin ay itong symbol na to. And what is this? This is the null or the empty set symbol. Okay? Next, number 3. X union Z intersection Y. So, isusulat natin first. And then, una ang union. So, una ang union na isusolve natin. So, ito yung mga lahat ng elements na nasa dalawang set X and Z. So, si 1, nandyan si 2, isang beses lang. 4, dalawang beses pa, isang beses lang sinulat. And then 6, isang beses lang nandyan sa X. Tsaka 7, and then 8, isang beses. 10, dalawang beses siya na makikita natin sa X and sa Z, pero once lang sinulat. And then 12, isa lang. 13, isa lang din. And then 16, isa lang. So this is the union. Now we're going to find the intersection. Etong answer na to ng X and Z, we have to find the union of it to the set of Y. Okay? So, Y has the elements yan, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So, ano bang common sa kanila? So, that is 6 and 12. Okay? 6 and 12. Wala nang iba. Okay? So, yan. That is number 3. Now, for number 4 naman, so ito medyo complex siya, but it's not difficult, no? So, first, we have to list, no? The elements of Y and the elements of X. So, ito yun. And then, the symbols. Make sure not to forget the symbols. Okay? So, that is the union, the intersection, and the union. So, pag sinabi nating intersection, so we have only yan, 6 and saka 12. So, 6, 12 lang ang union, ang intersection na rather. While the union naman, okay, we have to list the elements of Z. So, the symbol U and then the elements of Z. And then after that, we're going to combine. Okay? So, combine ang elements. So, 1, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, and 16. Okay? So, yun yung elements na makikita natin sa intersection ng Y at saka X, and then after that, this is the union of Z. So, eto na yung final answer. Okay? So, yun. Now, for activity number 2, I guess it's entitled Union and Intersection of Sets. I'm sure that you were able to answer this on your notebooks. Okay, and I believe that our discussion a while ago would help you understand it better. So, pag nagkamali man tayo sa answer natin, yung nakaraan, kasi this is week number 2, it's okay, no? So at least we have gained something or we knew something. Okay, so alam na natin ngayon or we understood already ano yung ibig sabihin ng intersection at saka union. Okay? So yan, huwag kayong ma-pressure. Okay? So alam natin that um, normal lang magkamali minsan. Okay? Alright, let's go to the next part. Oh, yeah. Medyo nag-pass siya. Okay, we have the lesson number 2, the complement and difference of sets. So, may dalawa tayo kanina. So, ngayon naman ang next natin na operations of sets. Okay, so we have activity number 3. Alam kong nasagutan nyo na ito. So, we have to find the word common, operation, elements, then, intersection, union, at saka set. So, ano kung matatalas yung mga mata nyo at nakita nyo yung mga words na yan. Okay? So, let's proceed. So, sa activity 4 natin, we have find me once again. So, what are the questions are, so this is the Venn diagram. So, in this na words, in this na letters, saka numbers, we have figures na vegetables, saka vegetables lang. So, what are the vegetables outside the pentagon? Okay, so outside the pentagon, ito yon. Okay? And then, how many vegetables are there inside the rectangle? So, inside the rectangle, lahat, universal, no? And then, number 3, what are the vegetables that are inside the pentagon? Inside the pentagon daw, but not inside the circle. Inside the pentagon, but not inside the circle. So, ito yon. Inside the pentagon, pero wala siya sa loob ng circle. Okay? So, very good. Now, what's the definition between the complement and difference? So, makikita natin ang symbol, may quit siya. A, tsaka quit sa itaas or E, C, but this is the most common symbol na ginagamit. So, that means it is a complement of a set. So, the meaning of that, or it is read muna as a complement. So, A, tapos quit, A complement yan. You can use any letter in the alphabet. So, a complement of a set is a set of elements in the universal set U that are not in set A. So, eto nasa loob ng A ay hindi siya included. So, lahat ng elements na wala sa loob na nasa labas dyan are considered complements of A. So, for example, we have the universal set which has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And A has elements 1, 3, and 5. So, find A complement. So, makikita natin that in these, or in the given, so sinabi kanina na inside siya ng A, pero, A complement is outside A. So, ibig sabihin, yung nasa universal set ay excluding this one. So, 1, 3, and 5, nasa loob siya ng A. So, ang 2 at saka 4, yun yung outside of A. That is the complement of A. Okay, very good. Now, what is the difference naman? So, A, tsaka symbol na ito minus B. So, it is read again A minus B. So, the difference of set. The set containing elements of a set A but not in B. So, nasa loob ng A pero wala sa B. All elements of A except the elements of B. Yun. So, here, look at the first figure muna. The given. We have the set A, which has the elements 3, 4, 5, and 6, and B, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, ang solution natin for A minus B is A minus B. So, yung wala sa elements daw ng nasa A pero ang elements ng A na wala sa B. Okay? So, si 3 wala, di ba? Tsaka si 5. Kasi si 4 such as 6 nandoon sa A and B. Okay? And vice versa. So, for example, B naman. So, B minus A. So, B minus A is 2 and 8. Kasi wala si 2 and 8 kay A. So, nandyan lang si 4 at 6. Okay? So, yun lang yung difference ng set. So, we have learned already the union of set, the intersection of sets, the complement of a set, and the difference of a set. Okay? So, yun. So, here are examples. Okay? So, for example, we have the universal set, which has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the elements of set A are 1, 3, 5. And B naman, we have 3, 4, 5. And letter C, we have 2 and 4. So we have to find A complement and then union of B complement. And then letter B, we have A intersection C and then open close parenthesis complement. And letter C naman, we have B minus the complement of C or C complement. So first example or first given, I'm sorry, not given. First na hahanapin natin. So A complement, union B complement. So sa A, we have 1, 3, and 5, di ba? And then U naman, so first we list. So let's set B naman, we have 3, 4, and 5. So step 2, we're going to find the A complement. So, nasa U siya, o sa universal set, okay, but not inside A. So, we know that 1, 3, and 5 are inside A. So, ang nabili na lang or natitira na lang na wala sa inside ng A is ay si 2 at saka 4. Okay? And also, for B naman, 3, 4, and 5, nasa loob siya ng B. So, anong wala sa kanya na nasa U? So, that's 1 and 2. So, pag i-combine natin ang A complement at B complement, so we have 1, 2, and 4. Notice that number 2 is listed once only. So, we have 3 elements. Okay? So, medyo difficult ba? So, you can go back to this para mas maintindihan. Okay? So, let's go to letter B. So, Laban grade 7. Sabi pa ni Sir Jake, oh. So, A, intersection C, and then complement. So, first we list 1, 3, and 5, and then 2 and 4 for set C. Then second, solve the operation inside the parenthesis, which is the intersection of A and C. So, intersection ng A and C, wala silang intersection kasi walang elements na common sa kanilang dalawa. So, therefore, it's a null set. So, inside the parenthesis and then complement. So, ibig sabihin that A intersection C complement kasi empty siya. So, therefore, outside of the empty set, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, lahat ng elements na ito, hindi natin makikita sa loob ng null set. Okay? So, that is letter B. Letter C naman, we have B minus complement of C or C complement. So, B has 3, 4, and 5 minus complement of C. Okay? Complement of C is 2 and 4. So, kasi si C, makikita natin, C has 2 and 4, no? So, 2 and 4 ang C, ano, sorry, balik tayo. So, si C naman, we have 2 and 4. So, complement ng C. So, here, in step number 2, we have set B, ating elements, minus, di ba, ang 2 and 4, or sa universal set natin, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, si C has 2 and 4 inside it. So, complement man, so outside of it. So, therefore, it's 1, 3, and 5. So, pag hahanapin, ima-minus na natin siya. So, si 4 ang wala sa dalawa. Okay? Kasi si 3 at saka si 5 nandun. So, si 4 lang ang wala sa dalawa. So, therefore, it is the answer. Okay? Alright. So, now for activity 5. So, you can do it yourself. I mean, ito yung activity para sa inyo. So, after we have discussed, okay, the 4 operations of or set operations. Yan. And also, for activity number 6, you have to complete the sentence by putting words inside the blank. Okay? So it's like a summary, okay, of our lesson. And also for activity number 7. So kayo na ang gagawa niyan, okay? And finally, we have our post-test or our assessment. So this assessment, kindly be honest. So para mas ano ninyo, parang mami-measure ninyo if you understood our lesson, okay? So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But also we have 11 to 15. So this is the Venn diagram. So diba, nalaman natin kanina that we have the union, the intersection, the complement, and the difference. Okay, so I guess that we are done pretty much with our lesson for this day. So this is just an additional activity that you can answer also. So if you learned something about our topic, please take note of that in your notebook. And if you have questions, you can directly message me. So meron akong contact number dyan. Or email me, or you can also message me in Messenger, okay? So, pero yung mga walang mga gadgets, okay? So you can write that in your module, no? So, kaya ginagawa natin yung lesson na ito so that meron tayong babalikan, okay? So if you have questions, all right? So, I guess that will be all for today. Actually, it's 12 something na in the morning na ba. Okay. But it's okay. Alam ko na nahihirapan tayo, but laban lang tayo. Okay? So, I hope that you understood our lesson, and God bless us all. Okay? Bye-bye.